difficult, but as the game progresses, you see the intensity pick up as well. There's not as much pressure in this round as it was in the first round.
Ward, nice penetration, and Houston hits his first jumper.
Good creativity by Ward. So Allan off to a good start.
Charlie Ward brings it up the other way. 4-2 Knick lead. Houston another jumper, drills it.
Deja vu for Allan. We have an invigorating pace now in this one. So both teams looking to run.
Houston against Anthony Johnson has some height there. Houston gets it, drives underneath, puts it in, and a foul. Allan Houston with a chance for a three-point play. And his game-winning shot on Sunday is carried over, playing with a lot of confidence here to start as Anthony Johnson picks up his first.
But they're dishing now. Watch the nice pass by Cammy. This has ignited them on the offense. That's why they're shooting over 60% from the field. Easy opportunities.
Anthony Johnson is really a point guard. He's only 6'3", and with Smith on the bench, Houston taking advantage. 70% from the field. Obviously a lot of high percentage shots. Johnson, nice leaner. Can't go. Dudley the rebound. Quick outlet. Here comes Childs ahead to Sprewell. Down low to Houston. Houston jams it in. Beautiful fast break. And the Knicks up by double digits.
Yeah, riveting transition now by the Knicks. Houston with the good stuff.
Timeout Atlanta. And listen to the Knicks fans here at the Georgia Dome. There's certainly plenty of them. And the Knicks firing them up. An 11-point lead. 5 minutes gone by in the second. As Allan Houston back in the game and firing up the Knicks.
Yeah, but what is happening now, the Hawks misfiring. So with Houston in the game, Childs in the game, Sprewell in the game, the Knicks have some athletic players and also looking for each other. Look at the dishing in this game. So they're able to capitalize, especially in transition.
Ward looking, finding Houston. Houston gets by Corbin, puts it up and in. Allan Houston, 13 points, 6 of 7 from the field.
They are moving and grooving now in their rhythm.
Houston wants the ball. Ty Corbin has switched on him. Houston looking to create his own shot, makes the move, leans in, top shot, puts it in. Allan Houston has the Knicks now on a 7-0 run, and they're back within one.
Well, let's watch Houston now. He's been creating off the dribble. So this time he has a mismatch. Long 6'9", Allan 6'6", wheeling and dealing inside for the hoop. So the Knicks have been very resilient early on.
Blaylock fires away. Way off the mark. Rebound Larry Johnson. Brunfeld had a certain vision on this team, and a lot of the players are fulfilling that vision. Houston able to get a beautiful move from Allan Houston. And the game tied at 62-18 for Houston.
Allan very loose now, that time behind the back, running along the baseline.
Houston's confidence carrying over certainly here in the first 2+ quarters at the Georgia Dome. As tonight he's been excellent, Clyde.
Yeah, this is behind the back. This is how loose he is. Behind the back, very loosey-goosey, hooping along the baseline.
6-point Knick lead, just over 2.5 to play in the third. Allan Houston's been feeling it all night. Fires away. It's good. Allan Houston now with 22 points, and the Knicks up by 8. Ward finding Houston, quick catch and shoot. It's good. Allan Houston with 28, and the Knicks back up by 8.
So Allan in the zone now.
10 of 14 from the field. Allan Houston has been brilliant tonight.
Also the consummate player. He's also been dishing, man. A good job on the D as well.
6 on the shot clock. Blaylock passes inside. The tumble couldn't get it. Houston tips it, picked up by Childs. Knicks in transition. Sprewell wanted it. Houston gets it, fires away, puts it in. Allan Houston red hot. And he's got 30 points, and the Hawks call timeout.
Yeah, again, see the transitional basketball. Childs was a catalyst, denying the pass into Blaylock. So Allan again swishing a jumper.
And a 10-point lead for the Knicks here in the fourth. Allan Houston has erupted as the Knicks back up by 10 here early in the fourth. Houston with 30 points. His playoff career high, he's done it a couple of times, is 33. He's 11 of 16 from the field and has been absolutely magnificent, Clyde.
Right, and this is a manifestation, folks, that confidence propels pro players. Allan made the big shot in Miami, and now he's playing very exuberantly. He believes in himself, and we've seen that tonight with his uncanny perimeter shooting.
But he's not alone. Latrell Sprewell with 23. Here comes a double team. Ewing kicks it out to Childs. 7 on the shot clock. Childs back to Houston. Houston makes his move. Nice head fake. Puts it up. Knocks it down. Allan Houston has been sensational tonight as the Knicks with their largest lead of the game.
And now that time you see him come right back to the same spot. Very composed, duping the player and then draining the jumper again.
Knicks are completely out of sync right now offensively. The lead has been cut to 10, and there's still over 3 minutes remaining. Knicks haven't scored in 3 minutes. Houston against Gray. Turns, quick shot, it's good. Allan Houston now with a career high 34 points. That's a playoff high. And the Knicks back up by 12.
Normally Houston doesn't look to post up, but tonight he had it all going for him, so that time very effective inside.
A dominating performance from Allan Houston. Blaylock gets it, finding Smith. Smith with a quick three-pointer shot. Shot won't go. Charlie Ward the rebound. Brings it up. We'll see if the Hawks will foul or just let this one play out. Allan Houston will hold it, and they'll let him hold it for the final seconds. Appropriate, but he has it. A brilliant performance from Allan Houston. A playoff career high 34 points, and there's the final buzzer as the Knicks take game one in this best of 7 series. 3.5 to play in the third. Knicks have hit a sluggish spot right here in the third quarter.
No offensive cohesion.
Houston off the screen, the jumper, it's good. Finally, Allan Houston with his first points of the game, and he does it with 3.5 remaining in the third.
That time the curl play, good screen by Ewing to free him up.
The Knicks are going to take the first 2 on the road. That's a 3 from Blaylock. Ball knocked away, picked up by Johnson, and the Knicks will now lead this series 2-0 with their 3rd straight playoff road win.
The offensive board, Knicks ball. Allan Houston. Challenging Mutombo.
That's what Lenny Wilkens does not want. The deep shots are going to miss like Larry Johnson did, but to let them penetrate, get to the rim, first 2 for Allan Houston.
Where was Bill refusing to give it up? They were supposed to share that replay, folks. Allan Houston, he has 4 points.
Allan Houston with a quick move, and one of the ways that he can offset what Steve Smith is going to throw at him is to be aggressive at the offensive end. Second hoop of the first quarter for him. Smith was smoking hot and has not been able to regain that touch since he came back in the game. Long.
It was long. Right into the hands of Sprewell. Good Houston for 3.
Good, quick giving up the ball by Sprewell. Sprewell is playing a game right now where if he gets it in 1 or 2 dribbles, he's right up with it. Otherwise, he's looking to get the other guys going, and that's really paid big dividends for Van Gundy as he shuffled and he's tried to find a pivot foot. But here's Allan Houston moving beautifully off of the Sprewell penetration.
An example again of how well they're working together these days. Childs backing in on Blaylock, gets it to Houston. Tough fall away shot, Allan Houston, and he's in double figures with 11.
Houston got it going early by getting to the hoop. Couple of foul shot attempts, found his rhythm, and now the fadeaways, the long distance bombs are finding their range.
10 seconds left in the half. Houston. Bounces in, Allan Houston.
Mutombo has struggled throughout, and Steve Smith doesn't have the second half quickness to get open.
Allan Houston. Timeout Atlanta. Well, in retrospect, that 39% shooting by the Hawks in the first half looks pretty good.
Sizzling.
Now, the one thing that Allan Houston has been able to do is spin, get into the middle, create a lot of problems for the defense, and that is one thing that Lenny Wilkens will not stand for.
Hawks 0 for 8 in the third. You're watching the NBA on NBC. Blaylock missed the layup. Atlanta just cannot afford to miss those easy shots. Houston.
Lenny Wilkens needs another timeout.
The New York Knicks will take a commanding 3-0 lead on the Atlanta Hawks, looking for the sweep here at the Garden tomorrow night. New York had 5 players in double figures. Houston and Sprewell 17 each. Camby had 15, Dudley 14, and Larry Johnson 12. 17 each for Atlanta were Long and for Smith, but Steve Smith had 17 all in the first half, did not score in the second half. And so it's 90-78. And the Atlanta Hawks are an endangered species. Back to the Garden for final comments in a moment.
Really laboring. Houston, the runner, puts it in, and the Knicks with their first. Bit of a sarcastic cheer.
Good exploitation by Houston. He now leads the Hawks 3-2.
First layup won't go. Johnson the rebound. Back out to Ward. Houston fakes a 3. Now fires away. It's good. Houston from downtown. And And the Knicks on a 7-0 run. They lead by 6.
So Allan now with 6 of the Knicks' 10 points, so that time draining the jumper.
The first standing ovation of the night as Houston already with 6 points in the early going.
He's been mediocre, but starting to percolate now.
Houston trying to get free. Smith has not been the same player that Knicks fans normally see. Houston knocks it down. 8 points already for Allan Houston.
Allan showing good versatility, that time posting along the baseline. Also has been canning the perimeter shot as well.
Less than a minute remaining opening quarter. Houston has Gray on him. There's the double team. Houston gets away, puts it in. Allan Houston 4 for 5 from the field. He's already in double figures. Thomas tried to save it and does. Houston, tough fall-away shot, puts it in. Allan Houston fading away, knocks it down, and the Knicks go up by 16. Johnson picks it up. And Ward will set up the offense.
Both teams inept now.
Houston knocks it down. Allan Houston now the game's leading scorer with 16. The Knicks back up by that margin. These are the type of people in the organization that don't get the notice but are so important to the success of a team. Allan Houston puts it in, and the Knicks just pouring it on. The Knicks have completely blown out the Atlanta Hawks here in Game 4. The 4-game sweep coming to its conclusion. Rashawn McLeod here in the final seconds. Puts it in, and there's the buzzer. And the Knicks are going back to the Eastern Conference Finals after a 4-year absence. They'll face the Indiana Pacers next. Final score here in Game 4 as the Knicks sweep the Hawks 79-66. The Knicks play the Indiana Pacers. Plenty more to come after this timeout.